love that. Isn't that amazing, guys? Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven. You know what makes Beethoven a real genius, in my opinion? And good morning, everybody. Last day officially of winter. Oh, hallelujah. You know what makes Beethoven great is he could take simple structures like Moonlight Sonata, which is basically a repetitive ensemble of perhaps 5 or 6 notes, and make one of the most remarkably classical tunes of all time, and then make one of the most complicated of all time. Right, Beethoven's Fifth, Beethoven's Ninth. You should check out some of his other symphonies too. And good morning to all of you. Bella Rose, Shannon Seal, you probably look a hell of a lot hotter than I do. His sister Anita Beethoven, huh? There you go. I don't know a lot about his history, but I just know that sometimes the most simple tunes and the most lightly composed pieces have the most traction in history. The simplicity and the beauty of them. Good morning, Oda May. Nice to see you today, honey. Chiropractic for the mind. It's my new my morning theme today. Straightening out. You know, when you go to a chiropractor, you hear the crunching and the bones. I've never had chiropractic before myself, but I've watched YouTube videos, the crack of relief, taking the neck and twist, you know, straightening out some bent up shit. Oh, Anita was Handel's sister. There you go. Hey, Shauna, good morning to you. You know, chiropractic looks like one of those things. When it works great. But man, when it works and when it doesn't work and it goes bad, right? it can be really bad. Yeah, I went to a chiropractor, man. I haven't been the same since. That last adjustment really just didn't straighten me out. Sean, I hope you're enjoying being back in the bosom of your native country, the UK there. Hope you'll have a good visit. Michaela, how are you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. First thing I just want to build up as we move through here, of course, you know, if you're going to do a hangout, you're going to do a live stream, you want things to always work up to a crescendo. And that's the way I like to do everything from live streams. Make sure you're always building towards either the most horrific section of town or the craziest thing. Let's talk about some video advice, because I have really brought IRL streaming to this community to Boyd. It's nothing new. IRL streaming's been around for the better part of 3 years now on YouTube, but it's catching significant traction now. And it seems to be what, yeah, mind that titty, Lee. Thank you, Nicole. It seems to be the new wave, not the new wave, but the way that YouTube is encouraging people to go to this ultimate stark reality of streaming live. But I also want to address that in context of doing regular videos. You know, Narce was out here recently. We had a long talk. He wants to start doing more video content, trucker video, truck stop videos. Last night he had one. He happened to see a broken fire hydrant. You know, there was some good activity to capture there. And when you're doing that kind of stream, his inclination before he got on the road was, Rosie, you know, I need better gear. I got the Samsung Galaxy S7. You know, he started thinking about all the gear that he didn't have. And I asked him, why do you want that gear? And he said, well, it'll make my streams and videos so much better. And I kind of sat him down and put my hands on his shoulder and said, son, it's all in here, not the gear. In other words, yeah, that's right, Oda May. If you actually conceive of a story that you're going to tell, whether it's life on International Boulevard in Oakland or what it's like to be at a truck stop at 11 p.m. on a Monday evening in Central California, out in the Central Valley. There's a story to be told. And the gear is not going to be so consequential if the story is engrossing, if there's action and things going on. People aren't going to care about the jitters, the hiccups in the stream. Okay? Don't be one of these like I used to be. One of these, hey, Dory Lynn, like one of these gearheads. OG Boyd stands for Original Boyd. I'll talk about that in a minute. Don't be one of these gearheads like I was. It went from, to a crappy little General Electric camera to a crappy Panasonic camera to a GoPro camera, and then for the GoPro Silver 4, which was great, and then going on to an Olympus OMD EM5 Mark 1. Then onto this godforsaken, this Black Magic Pocket Cinema camera with lenses and thousands of dollars of equipment. You know what? I ended up just blasting all that, selling all that crap, except for the GoPro. And I told Narse, when you're going to do content, how you doing, Tasha? How you doing, babe? Thank you very much, Dory Lynn. When you are going to do content, force yourself to use what you have. Don't give yourself any fucks when it comes to gear. Don't be a gearhead, because if you become a gearhead, you'll always fall into that trap of the next piece of gear is going to make it better. The next camera is going to make it better. The story and what you're telling, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, is what makes it great, not the gear. So don't get it twisted. That's the first chiropractic for the mind today. It's all up here and not in the gear. So he was all hot to plunk down some real coin, buying all this new gear and latest and greatest. Now he understands, just force yourself to use what you have. Force yourself to do the very best you can with that. Keep it simple. One of the greatest things, Nicole Green was editing her videos in phone 6 years ago. And I could not believe that what she was doing in phone. And nowadays, as I'm older here, hey Guido. Nowadays, as I'm older, I want to waste less time. I don't have time to sit around for hours. I want to try to use the phone for everything. Yeah, the stabilizer is good, Dory Lynn. The DJI Osmo is great. But I'm just telling people, don't get it twisted, because people ask me advice about cameras. Should I buy this camera? You know, they're coming out with the Black Magic 4K Pocket Cinema cameras out now. The latest Sony is out, the AX7 III. And I'm just like, it doesn't matter what kind of gear you take out there, because at the end of the day, if you're not putting a story together, nobody's going to give a hoot about it. Nobody's going to care. When I'm on the road, I'm not going to waste time editing video. Okay, I'll do a little bit in phone, food reviews, things like that. But otherwise, you want your time to be fun, not to be a hassle. Oh, you got the same couch and pillows as you. Cool. That's good. You got it. Send me a link to it, Tasha. I'd like to see that. That's right. It's not what you got, it's how you make use of what you already. Exactly. Force yourself to use what you have. Don't give yourself the crutch, because if you buy one piece of gear, you'll be sucked into the next one. This one does this, but nobody's telling you about storytelling. Nobody's kicking your ass to get out there and do content and to bring stories to people. So that's it. That's my chiropractic for the video. Chiropractic for untwisting the mind. Take it on the fun. Good morning, loves dragonflies. I hope you're doing well today. So, because I do get a lot. Yeah, actually, BTV sound is very important. Sound is critical, and that's a good point. Good morning to you, Blacktop Boondocker. Nice to see you. Sound is more important. It's critical. You know, if something's coming down on the street and you're running towards it and your camera's shaking and rocking and rolling, or you're bouncing, if the scene is epic or it's a pretty cool thing, people have a lot of forgiveness for video. But man, but when it comes to sound, think of the videos with just tremendous amount of wind noise in them and how irritating that is. Yeah, my zipper's broken. And I found one of the easiest things to do was, if you have a great scene and the sound sucks, just take the sound out and put some music over it. Okay? Problem solved. Otherwise, people click off. Yeah, there you go, Tosh. I'd be very fascinated to see that. You can't edit on your phone. Well, you add it. Mills, how you doing, sweetheart? You add a program like KindMaster or CyberLink Power Director, and you got it made. You had HTC One. Keep it simple. Keep it keep it simple. Keep it clean. Don't get it twisted. Heading downtown today of North Carolina to see what is here. All right. What city, cute kitty? Are you in Charlotte or Winston-Salem? Chapel Hill? Where in the hell are you? Raleigh, Durham. I love this. I love North Carolina. It's getting a little filled up now. Yeah, CyberLink. That's cool. Yeah. RB Deb Master phone editor. She can do. Anybody can do it on it. That's right. RB Debs uses KindMaster. If you pay like I did for $10, you can remove the watermark forever. You don't have to have it in the corner there. So that's what I did. I couldn't afford to have any of this blocked by, that. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it's a fast growing state. Maybe a little too fast. Yeah, fork over the $10 and remove the watermark on it. Okay. Now this is YouTube, so we do have a right to talk about videos and camera gear. This is a video sharing platform, so. It's good to share that, but I get advanced advice. Rosie, I'm thinking of buying a Sony A7 III, and I'm thinking, my God, there's $2,900 right out of the box. Plus, you need to buy lenses for that son of a bitch too. And I mean, some of these Sony and Canon and Olympus lenses, you're $800 for these things. $800. I mean, I must have $5,000 worth of gear. It was a joke. And when I replied to the person and I say, what are you going to video with it? Are you going to be an independent production company and do freelance commercials for local business? No, I'm traveling. I'm like, dude, you're traveling, right? You're going to take all that gear with you. You're going to go capture scenes walking down Main Street, right? And if you don't think that the whole scene is going to change when people see you look like you're CBS 60 Minutes coming down the street, man, they're going to be running the other way, diving, telling you, I don't want to be in your video. It's going to change the whole scene. This person had no idea. How you doing, Easy Money? This person, hey, Helen, this person had no idea what they were going to do with it. But as usual, they look at a few well-planted videos on YouTube talking about this gear, and they'll look at Brandon Lee and some other people and some of the content he puts out with his Sony and think, man, I got to have that. But they don't understand what the hell the guy, he did a video called The Thrones of Las Semes in Spain about the Holy Week and carrying the big things, the big sedan chairs with Jesus and Mother Mary and stuff. And I think it's shot over 2 nights, but it took him 6 months to edit and put the thing together. It was a fantastic thing. So let's not get it twisted. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. Blacktop, yeah, the Canon Rebel's is a great camera. Just get something to, a 25 to 100 millimeter lens, and you're good to go. That's all you need. One of those. Seeing SideChat. This seems to be a problem. My friend Quinny was the latest and greatest, but every week now, because I'm doing a lot of live streams and I'm doing them with a very small, how you doing, 180? I'm doing with a very small screen, okay? And when you're doing videos and live streams, and this is typically a foot or two in front of you and you're walking down the street, and you only get, when you're shooting in landscape modes as opposed to portrait mode. And here's my advice for you, Melton John. Turn your camera sideways and then hit the record button. Don't hold your camera like this, then hit record, and then turn your camera sideways, because it's not going to work that way, okay? The way you avoid the letterboxing or the big black bars, the 4:3 format on a 16:9 site, is turn your camera sideways, then hit the record button, then you will fill up the whole screen. Try to tell Bergs for months. Oh, I don't know why I'm getting this letterbox. Turn the damn camera sideways, then hit go. It's not rocket science, and it's chiropractic for the mind, okay? Untwist your use of it. But if you're walking down the street, and a lot of people can probably speak to this that do streams now, Tasha and other people. I don't know how mobile you are, but sometimes when you have this camera a foot and a half in front of you and turned in landscape mode, you can only see 4 or 5 lines of chat. It's not like in portrait mode where you see the whole thing. You're going to miss a lot of stuff. You're going to miss a lot of people's comments. And people are going to start to get pissed off. And this is the phenomena that's happened to me the last 3 weeks. People are writing me, hey, are we okay? I've been on your live stream. I haven't gotten acknowledged on there. Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? One person is like, I unsubbed you. You're the biggest BIT. Fill in the rest on YouTube. We used to be friendly. I pop on, you don't even see me, so sayonara. Hit the road, Jack. How you doing? How you doing, Beryl? I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. We are tight 180. Now imagine, now let's compound it. Let's take ourselves out of the sterile environment of a nice city street or a nice park setting. It's all beautiful. You can focus on the SideChat. Now let's go down to International Boulevard where cars are turning corners on 2 wheels. People are doing motorcycle wheelies. It's just a visual overload. There's so much shit to see. And you're trying to avoid tripping on shitty sidewalks and potholes. And I'll tell you what, you try watching and paying attention to all the SideChat. I mean, look at what Narce did. They roasted his ass on his stream because his camera was pointing down and he didn't engage the SideChat. There's a certain art to that. Yeah, exactly, Tasha. You get sidetracked with the twinks and the crazy people. Exactly. Hey, Jasmine. You don't want to trip and fall. People are honking at you. People are, oh shit, here comes some guy coming at you. You don't know whether the guy's, my family from, Mexico, and you're trying to understand what the hell the guy's saying. Meanwhile, the SideChat's rolling. People, hey, Yasmin, people have to understand. They have to give a wide bit of leeway. If I'm mad at you, you will know it. Okay, you will know it. And people know me that Rosie's got the longest fuse in the history of YouTube. Okay, I don't just randomly dump people off and ignore them on the side chat. No, Sue, I haven't worn curls. Yeah, thank you, Helen. Yeah, I'm engaged on another level. So I'm not trying to make people mad. So, I love Quinny, my gal, and she was the latest one that wrote me. I'm just saying, Quinny, I love to have everybody on the chats. You get that look in your eye, tough skin. How you doing, No Nightbot? I'm patient, Vicky. I know you've encouraged me to just blow it out, Rosie. Just clean out your carburetor. Untwist the minds. How you doing, Shauna? Shauna, if I shake, is gonna be a nip. How you doing, sweetheart? Nice to see you. So it's very hard. It's not always. It's pretty easy for me. I think I give myself a B+ of engaging the side chat when I'm on live streams, even when I'm on very rugged and tough terrain. Okay, but remember, I'm not using a full-size 22-inch monitor out there when I'm walking. So let's just understand that and tell people, it is what it is. The next thing I want to talk about this morning is addressing the things that I want to address, and this is critical. In the morning, we're in a really heavy news drama cycle right now in the communities. There's a lot of cross currents. There's a lot of crap going on. There's a lot of people putting up videos now talking about me or Elvis, the claims about what we're doing and not doing. And I'll get people that are writing me, why don't you do a video about this woman up in Seattle that's flaming you? Why don't you just do a direct video addressed to her? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Take this person out in the drama community that's done this video or this hangout about you. Look, I address the things I want to address. If I think that somebody has a real legitimate complaint or somebody that I think is worth listening to, somebody that I've invested a great deal of in a relationship, i.e. Mama Bear, I will take time, gather my thoughts for a period of 3 or 4 days, and then I will do a stream on it. But if I think that you're someone that is just building a channel on the back of others, incapable of doing your own content or sharing your own life, or just continuously feeling the need to talk about other people, I'm not going to give you the platform. Because in my opinion, your critique is baseless. It has no grounding in reality. And it twists the facts through history. And I don't like people that twist facts. Nor do I like people that come in and try to be influencers by misstating things of the past. Yeah, she's like me. She just sits down and thinks things through. So I'm not gonna put the time and the energy. I'm not gonna give you a platform when I think that what you're talking about is totally nonsensical. That Rosie, you've trolled Mama Bear for years, and Rosie, you pretend that you're a nice person. I'm a nice fucking person. I'm a pretty damn nice person. I get along with just about everybody, to the point that I drive people like Oda Mae crazy. Right? She'll be like, Rosie, oh, I'm so infuriated, blah, blah, blah. You put up with this, you put up. I'm a nice person. So I'm always shocked if somebody's going in there and trying to twist the truth, because anybody's seen my dealings, and this is not about Mama Bear today, but anybody that's seen my dealings with Mama Bear knows that they've been nothing but, from my side, nothing but the most pleasant and the most fun. Okay? So I never, through my history, yeah, I mean, you got a mouthpiece on you, Oda, and you're going to say something. That's right, Bella Rose. I like to think that I'm genuine. Hey, Shauna Lee. Yeah, there can be confusion here. I'm a genuine type of person. So if I'm gonna address you, it's because I really think that A, I really care about what you're saying, and B, maybe I want to make things better again and get things on a right track. Okay. It's not to sit there day after day and pound on the Rosie and the Tucker and the Vinny. There ain't nothing there. No matter how you twist shit up, there's nothing there. Hey, Katie. Yeah, well, you would say that, Claude, because you can't even come out as your real self. You hide as a former friend, and it's already been told me who you are, so it doesn't much matter. What you see is what you get. There you go, Henry. So I'm saying so don't sit there and try to bait me on or other people and ask us to address you. It would be cheap views. Okay? And it would do nothing to benefit me, because it would just be something additional that would get twisted on here. And I don't let that happen. If there's any kind of truthfulness, I will address it. But if I think it's just utter and complete nonsense, just to try to stir drama for the sake of building your channel, I'm not engaging. I'm not engaging, and no matter how much I'm encouraged or pushed to do it, I'm not doing videos. I address the things that I want to address. It should be evidence enough if I don't address it that it's automatically in my nonsense pile and not worthy of my attention. It's just the way I feel. Just the way I feel. That's what I'm saying, Nicole. You do you, I do me. My moderators, there's no requirement. Some people get freaked out. Every time I go live, my mod should be here. Shit. I don't care. It's plenty other places that you can be. No, Nightbot. Let me tell you what. If YouTube is causing this anxiety, in which it does, many people go down the rat hole of less sleep, more engaged in the drama. Let's face it. This stuff is much better in some ways than cable TV, much more absorbing because it's not scripted. And you never know what's going to happen next, or who's going to pop their head up again and grab the spoon to stir the pot. But if it's affecting you, and I don't know who was recently on, and they were talking about how YouTube is just now consumed, 20 hours of, they're barely sleeping 4 hours a night. And I don't sleep a lot myself, but when I'm not here, I'm not thinking about YouTube. About some you hang with. That's right. No Nightbot cares. You know. But these days, I don't make any. I don't rationalize. I don't apologize about where I go or who I hang out with anymore. That was 2000. That was so 2018. And we were talking, Mallory and I, last night. How you doing, Norm? Nice to see you, chairman of the board in the house. We were talking about last night how much better 2019, maybe not in the way of less drama, but having more fun on YouTube again. Having so much more fun and so many more new people come on. There's so many people that want to come on to the chats now. And it's a fantastic thing. Tasha says YouTube's a great distraction. Yeah, for me, it's my main thrust going forward with not much else to do in life. With Missy Jenn fairly situated, it's a beautiful time to push ahead and travel. And fun is the name of the game. So if you're not having fun from watching, or you're feeling yourself getting over invested and it's painful, you know, geez, how can this person hang with this? Just turn it off. Go take a walk in the park, take your dog out, do something different, go watch a movie, go visit a friend, go visit somebody in a nursing home, sing some Elvis tunes to them, and clear your mind. Just clear the cache, the C-A-C-H-E. Just clear your mind. The drama channels, the boy, there's always something going on down here. There's always something new happening. There's always new people, Tasha and Sammy and the chairman of the board, Norm F, coming into the community. We have to agree. And this is where I got to give a little more chiropractic for the mind to untwist the minds. We have to agree, as much as it's a pain in the butt and as much as it's hard to figure out, it's watchable. 6 years ago when I came on, I'm at the point I've watched maybe a Super Bowl and two programs on TV a year. Other than that, Missy Jenn watches the Gunsmoke or the Westerns, and that's about the end of it. Yep, don't forget about me. Good morning. Good morning. What the hell is that? GMO? I know how you feel. Summer suited. I love to steep myself in this stuff. I love to be, I love pointing out, getting my, pointing myself to the future, getting that class B, and it will be a class B. My heart is on a road track, and it's gonna change life dramatically, and it's gonna be a blast. What's going on? We see you. Hey, happy meal. Good morning. Good afternoon to you. So, hey, Lindsay. So I want to tell people that, like, no Nightbot cares, that I think a lot of people reach that point, and sometimes people take a break. I think oftentimes my wonderful friend Nicole, at various times, she's disappeared for sometimes a month at a time. And she'll do a video and just say, you know what, it's getting too crazy down here. It's getting too much away from the country club chats that I like to have. And it's getting too wild and nutty. And what does she do? She steps away for 4 or 5 days, a week, 2 weeks. And thank goodness she always comes back. And let's face it, most of the people, here's the other thing. If I had a buck for every time, if I had a buck for every time somebody came on, spent 6 months on Boyd in this community, and then just said, these people are fucked in the head, I'm getting out of here. Rosie, you're insane. Elvis is all a bunch of freaks, and I'm burning my Boyd card. And then a month later, they bounce up again, and I'll be like, what the hell happened? Well, I missed, you feel like it's a family situation. And now I got catching up to do. Somebody bring me up to speed on what the hell happened. I mean, look at Dory Lynn, look at Blacktop Boondocker. These guys have been around. And they still happen to enjoy and be here and punch the time clock and enjoy it. It's like Blacktop Boondocker must have taken a year off. I didn't see him for a year. BTB. And then I find out he's actually got a life and he's actually doing stuff. And now he's back in the community. Yeah, Tasha said it's a pretty amazing community. My son called it a secret society the other day. And what really makes it nice, Tasha, is when people meet in real life, or when people genuinely like to see each other on here, and we give each other some slack. You went through the stuff with the the cops and the anarchy and the freedoms, and people adjusted. It was a tough adjustment for one. For some, I mean, it was an extremely tough adjustment to come in. But now, it's amazing how everybody can fully adjust on the Boyd. To accepting so many different individuals. And now I think that's what makes the Boyd so unique. And I've always called it like the land of misfit toys, out of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the train with square wheels, the doll with one eye, the Jack in the Box that doesn't come out of the box. It's a perfect place. It's like I told Elvis, we should have a statue of liberty. Give us your tired, you're poor, you're busted down, broke, deviant, freaky mofos yearning to be free. Claude, I'm not revising any history. I'm not making, what am I revising today? Good morning, MB. How are you? Good evening, I should say. How are you? This is the first year in 2019 that some people have actually started to acknowledge that this zoo is pretty damn entertaining. And it's pretty riveting. Yeah, if you can't be real in the Boyd, you're screwed. There you go, BTB. And I don't want to be in chats where it's now class, open your books to chapter 7 and let's begin reading aloud. Sean said the beauty of Boyd is its diversity, but angry, whining beggars like burps have no place. Change the record. Well, some people become what I call, and this is going to say, self-extinguishing. If you don't follow some basic guardrails on the way you present yourself on Boyd, there are certain guardrails, then you're going to have a problem. And I think in regards to that person, it's trying to be somebody he's not, in the hopes of duplicating the success of building on a negative platform. Well, maybe the Boyd only has room for one of them. Because remember, if you're duplicating or not bringing original content or your own amusement, then they're going to call you out on here. They're going to say, oh, you're just trying to be another Elvis. You're trying to just blah, blah, blah. It's very difficult. That's exactly right. Norm said, well, it's hard when you age. Every minute counts. That's exactly right. And the older that you get, the more you get the sense that you want to make things count in your life, and you don't want to waste time with BS. You might want to make BS like I do, but you don't want to waste time untangling somebody else's BS here on YouTube. Yeah, the supply and demand meter is faulty. Exactly. Thank you, Claude. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Since you can't tell anybody what I'm revising, once again, your opinion carries less than 0 weight. But have yourself a good afternoon. We deal in cold, hard facts down here on the boy. Life too short after 50. So, yeah, the older you get, the faster time goes. You feel like you just put up your Christmas tree and then why take it down? Right? Now I understand why some people just leave up their fucking Christmas trees. Because it's that Einsteinian time, space continuum. Yeah, your son just turned 39. And you still look like a teenager, Dory. That's the amazing thing. Crazy how it works. The last thing I want to, so just to wrap up on that point, I address the people that I want to address just like you guys do. If you're a content creator and you are a commentator on the community, you address who you want to address. It's all good. But I've never written anybody and said, hey, XYZ, you should do a video or do a hangout on this person. It doesn't work that way. Hello, Echo. It doesn't work that way. So that's it. Addressing the real things and not the contrived drama. The last thing is just I want to talk about today is the whole concept of ungrateful people. This is where I have a really hard time This is where I have a really hard time distinguishing and making sense of things and trying to make a hard, cold decision about something. Whether somebody is truly grateful or not, or whether somebody pretends to be ungrateful just for the sake of being controversial and for playing a character. You know, there's a lot of moving parts when you talk to somebody, when you talk about somebody like Bergs. On the one hand, I have a lot of compassion for Bergs. He is a human being. He's been a friend of mine for the better part of a year. But days like yesterday make it extremely painful. And you just feel like, what's real and what's just made up? I mean, are you in here playing the, playing what I call the Elvis card? You know, the constant haranguing, the constant pay your taxes, you're overdue, you're delinquent. It's the same thing. I mean, I'm just going to use Norm F. as an example when the chairman of the board's popping in. And somebody's first go-to card is, hey, Norm F., you're delinquent with your taxes. I mean, it's not like exactly people feel in the mood to shower you with a splash of cash, right? That's exactly right. No, Nightbot. It has to be reciprocal in nature. It has to be reciprocal. Now, I feel bad. If somebody, we have so many people that are on heavy doses of medication and psychotropic drugs and other things down here trying to cope with life, tremendous issues of pain management. We see it every day. It does have a tendency to work on the mind. It does have a tendency to influence your thought process. And here's our chiropractic for the mind in regard. Let's untwist this a little bit. If you seem to perceive yourself, if you perceive yourself to be constantly in pain, if you perceive yourself to be constantly under attack by anxiety and other things, I don't think you have any reservoir of caring or love to really give anybody else. Hey, good morning, Cornholio. Morning, Alpha. Good afternoon, Alpha Wolf. I mean, if all you can think about is your own state of misery, then I don't even know if the capability is there to really care or think about somebody else. If you think that your needs are so overpowering, and this is a classic case, one of the few cases I think that you should really unplug from the internet, leave Boyd, and concentrate on stabilizing your life. Because obviously what's gone down in here now is hard for some of us to watch. Watching somebody do the exact opposite of the way that they need to be to have the outcome that they wish to have. If you're not going to make positive content, it's going to be very hard to push yourself forward, be successful, and the solution is not duplicating what somebody else did. Because I tend to think that there's only room for one negative channel on the void that builds success on the negative. So I just want to tell Bergs, whether somebody like J.K. Knockout or who was it, Oda Mae Cooper, donated, and I'm going to just say it, $1 on the stream on Saturday, and I was as grateful for that as anything. As grateful as Norm's wonderful generosity. Because it's not the amount, it's the act. Everything's proportional to your means. And just the fact that somebody would take the time to do that spoke volumes about that person. Norm said, it's how you can live your life opposite of the norm. Well, you know, I've taken, I don't know how much advice I've dispensed out. Trying to just say, pull positive. Just put your content out there. Don't demand things from people. I mean, when people demand things of you, oh, you got to sub up my, you got to sub up my channel, you SOB. Why won't you sub me? I didn't see that I got a sub from you and I subbed you. Ooh. Hey, Nocturnal. Ooh. That doesn't put me in a really good mood to be a follower and enjoyer of your videos on your channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm already gone in with a fucking shoe thrown at my head before I even make it through the door. The same thing with people that insist on, haranguing people, pay your taxes and all that. I just don't think, like I said, I think there's room for one person in the community, and we know who it is. And as much as the gentleman in Australia thinks that things always end and that the world's going to fall apart if Norm F vacates and leaves the building. We all know life goes on here on the Boyd. But we're not going to criticize somebody when we don't know anything about them. We don't know their means. We don't know the scale of their success in life. But life will go on. There will be other Norm Fs that come along. And what keeps it going is making the content. There are always new players. BTB, we have seen it. Hey, Cassidy, for years. Okay, take care, Nicole. You know, the old line, when XYZ vacates the scene, it's going to be the beginning of the end and blah, blah, blah. It just, it doesn't work that way here on the Boyd. Why doesn't it work that way? Because a lot of us lead, some more than others, very simple lives of very, you know, in terms of Maslow's hierarchy of need of food, shelter, and clothing, right down there on the base level. Ontario Chick, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing, RV Radio? Some of these lives, I mean, when you're living in a van, provided that there's no powertrain or major mechanical issue, you can live pretty darn cheap. You can live pretty darn cheap. Alpha Wolf says, if I can only be next to you, Norm F, and beat the hell out of him. See, this is Alpha Wolf. I don't even know what to say when you come out and make a statement like that you want to have a physical encounter with somebody to beat the living hell out of them. How you doing, Johnny Wad? You don't know anything about Norm F. The only thing you know is what we know down here. And the times that I've talked to, been able to have a phone conversation with Norm. You may not like what Norm F does, but being on Boyd, Alpha Wolf, you defend people's right to do the things that they want to do. Yeah, wolves will be wolves. And trolls will be trolls. How you doing, Joe King? Good afternoon to you in the great state of Texas there. Hey, how you doing, Vegas Vixen? Well, you know, Bergs thinks he's a YouTube star. You know. I love that. Stars on YouTube. It's like looking up at the sky and on a crystal clear night, standing out in the desert, and the stars up there. Let's find the dimmest little star we can. Let's call that Rosie Centauri. Let's find the other dim one. There's Elvis Centauri. There's Berg Centauri, and right on down the line. There ain't no stars. I laugh my ass off. There's people that enjoy putting content up and sharing their lives. And thank God a lot of people enjoy looking at that, watching that, and engaging that on a daily basis. But remember, the people that watch have the final verdict on what's content and what's not content. And they vote with their viewership every single day. What some people hate is content other people gravitate to. Alpha Wolf is triggered today, huh? Joe King is just joking. I just think it's I think it's pretty funny. But I tell you, when it comes to being ungrateful, that stands out like a fucking supernova on YouTube. That will get you attention. Will it equal success on a channel? I rarely see somebody pull so negative. Cursing, name calling. All I can do is chalk it up to, you know, the prescription regimen that you're on, and say, I hope things get better for you, that life has a better outlook. Like Horton here's a who. I'm going to go get a refill on my coffee. I'll be right back. The great Joe King. King Joe. Joe King for the win. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Simple and free. I gotta be me. Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, whether we both can get along. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Joe King said nothing is free. I gotta be me. Oh, man. I should be on Broadway, huh? Give my regards to old Broadway. Do. Careful, Rosa. Hey, is Alexa on? Alexa, play Blanket on the Ground.
Here's a sample of Blanket on the Ground by Billy Joe Spears on Amazon Music.
Do. Moonlight on the blanket on the ground. I take the blanket from the bedroom. Yeah, everybody's Alexa goes off. Look at all these people. You just started my Alexa. There we go. Isn't that amazing? I hear that so many nights when I'm on, people's Alexas just went off. And she's sneaking all of her beer. Speaking of which, yeah, I need to sing into the piss jar. I took a lot of crap yesterday, Joe King, opening up and drinking out of that random bottle of apple cranberry juice outside. Woo! Yeah, that's right, Alpha Wolf. It doesn't take much to make me happy. Just kiss my tits and I'm all happy. Cassidy, yep, that's it. Do on the ground. I still say no offense to Mama Bear, but that was the funniest damn thing. Back in, was it September, October, when Vinny said, Mama Bear, I'll offer you, I'll offer you $1,000 if you put on your bathing suit and put a blanket on the ground and sing perfectly, word for word, Billy Joe Spears' Blanket on the Ground. Oh, and take some lipstick and put Vinny G on your forehead. I was like, what the hell, man? I'm laughing my ass off. Could you imagine that? I'll take the blanket from the bedroom. That's funny as hell, man. That's entertainment. That's why I like Vinny. So I just want to say, you know, because every time we have a situation and Bergs gets booted, then I have all the horrific text messages to my phone overnight. You know, F you, we're through. F you, done forever, and and the blanket on. Yeah, you're too young for that song, Junker Jason. Maybe you're finally thawing out a little bit in the great state of Minnesota up there. So what else is all going on today? What else should we have a commentate about this morning? Loves, yes, the election. Bergs are still at them blogging. You know, you're going. He said yeah, he does, Ontario chick. He said he unblocked everybody on the channel. Woo, 40 degrees right now. Yeah, he said there was, he said he unblocked, I did a video last night. I unblocked everybody on the channel. So I don't know. I don't know the reality of it. Yeah, you have to unblock. I don't know. You know, Rory, I just unblock people. Sometimes my mods put people on the, remove them, and they just seem, I just bring them back on. I don't know. Okay, so, but he did go on about the problems of Xanax and other things. Do you miss Long Beach? Oh, that would be awesome, Jimmy Trap. That'd be great. I should be down in the LA area the 3rd week of May. We're going to be in Las Vegas sometime the 2nd week of May. Trailer starts, but I saw that OMG was very troubling. I'm truly not trying to start, but I saw a video that said OMG was Becca wrecking her car and blaming. Well, I mean, that's old news. There's not much I can commentate about that. I mean, I'm not an expert on car wrecks. I do know I've met Dave and Becca in person. You do get a very, you know, Sean and Britt and I met them in person. You do get a very different perspective on things. I do know that Dave has never asked nor received any money here. I did send him, you know, a box of, you know, shirts, and you know, we sent out some Santa Rosa merch, and then I sent him a University of Iowa Hawkeyes wall hanging for him. But other than that, he hasn't asked for anything, nor is he's he's definitely been on the giving side. But I think that was last June or July. Yeah, you just saw it. That was the first time you saw that? Okay. You know, we're spreading the positive. Sammy, how are you doing, honey? Looking beautiful, honey. Whatever you're doing on your therapy there and stuff, it's doing fantastic. You're looking fantastic. Evidently, Jack Sparrow put it on a website, so I don't know. I've not been involved in that. And I don't, everybody does their own thing on YouTube. But I know having met Dave and Becca in person, it does put a difference. I mean, let's face it, it was no Nightbot cares. It was the root of all the upset in Boyd for 2000, at least for the first week of 2019 here. It's also what originally I thought it was tough. It was a brutal first 2 weeks of 2019 post meetup, but then things went remarkably well when it was almost like exactly what the shakeup I needed to go forward and to branch out and to bring new content. So I was very happy about that. Yeah, send Alpha Wolf to her Hawaii. She was very nice, very good looking woman. Dave was very hospitable. We talked about things. Thank you, Vicky. Sandy says, if Dave has cancer, I'm the Queen of England. Just saying. It's not my business. I only go by what people tell me. And which came first, the RV community or Boyd? Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of history. Yeah, she's a very good looking woman. I'm going to get ain't none of us models. Let's not get it twisted, okay? But it's very attractive, very pretty face. Attractive woman. Take care, Ontario chick. Go make some Portuguese bread, honey. What I want to say about Boyd, and there's this person called, the hell's her name? Janie D. And you'll always see her trying to stir the stick with she always say, what do you think about Rosie anointing people as Boyd? And I'm always, I'm just start cracking up because I think I don't anoint anybody to be on Boyd. If you're here now, you're on Boyd. Okay? Plain and simple. If you're here now, you're on Boyd. You're part of Boyd. Vanessa, Janie D, yeah, JANIEDEE. What's going on, RV Davy? Yeah, you make a QT girl, Davy. Might be your best option for taking it up a notch. Yeah, RV community is Boyd, Barbarella. And it all began with a guy named Drury Nadav. And you've seen Drury on here on occasion. And Drury burned out on doing hangouts. And it originally started as a place for people to talk about RVing, because I followed Drury from the time before I even went on in April of 2015 as the first trans woman in that group. Drury had videos up. He was living with his mom up in Flushing Meadows, New York City. And he was then had his conversion van, and then moving down to Florida. I remember he was in a snowstorm. He had a video of him leaning out his window in New York City, calling down to somebody on the street. Well, he headed off to Florida, and he started the hangouts though in New York when he was still in New York, because he was looking into that RV lifestyle, and that attracted a lot of RV people, nomadic fanatic. And I remember being on panel with him 2 or 3 times. Jimmy Rance was in RVing. Blacktop Boondocker was there. Dory Lynn. was in there. Okay, so I've always contended like the RV is still like the minor backbone of Boyd because so many people enjoy, you know, RVing in this community. Okay. But what to me defines OG Boyd is not what Blue Waffles claims it is. OG Boyd was born out of those hangouts. It wasn't about Jeff T. Rowe doing video responses to Jim Riley. That's nonsense. That was Network of Evil crap. But the Boyd was born out of Drury's hangouts, and then it started to splinter. Because remember, when you're on hangouts, how you doing, Francis? Nice to see you. Good morning to you, sweetie. These hangouts, they attract big personalities. People with big personalities tend to be content creators on YouTube. And there were too many big personalities on those panels, and it just started to splinter and break up. Yeah, Boyd's a frame of mind. So if you were there in 2015, not necessarily in Drury's, but any time in 2015, particularly the summer, fall, then you're what's called OG Boyd, you know, original Boyd. And as much as Bergs wants to say, I'm OG Boyd because I've been here for 12 years or whatever. Yeah, well, you might have been in a drinking community. But that's not Boyd. Okay, Vegas Fiction. Well, you'll be seeing Vegas Fiction in May. Yeah, the simple definition is OG Boyd is if you were in a community in 2015, period. Okay, that's what made, you know, Alpha Wolf, all these people. Yeah, Bergs was on Boyd before YouTube started. Take care, Vegas. But now Vanessa comes along. There's been quite a few people from the drama community who've said, man, I love Boyd so much better. They're so much more accepting on Boyd. How you doing, Jan? Yeah, but RVing is not bottom. There's a faint echo of the RV backbone still in the Boyd because we'll still do hangouts. Mojo, how you doing? How you doing, Jen? There's still that faint, it's like being on an archaeological dig and you just discover that faint outline of what the hell is that? What the hell could that creature have been? I think that's the backbone of that's the RV community down there. Really? Wow. There's the missing link. Yeah, there you go, Mojo. Cassidy said there's a level of maturity in Boyd they don't have in the drama community. I think because maybe Cassidy, the drama community, I think tends to be, what percent would you say is female in the drama community? What percent would be female in there? The Boyd is like, it's more male, it's more kind of male dominated or trans dominated and things like that. So there's more balance in here. And it has much more of what I call, hey Shannon, how you doing? You have many more professional and hardcore trolls on Boyd. Oh, I think you could. Yeah, I think it's like 95% is probably women. 99%. And probably here we're more like closer to 50-50. There you go, Tasha. Dave's the leader of the... Oh, you're from the Barbie doll community. Okay, honey. So it's just, it's different. You know, like I wouldn't even know what... It's your birthday, Linnell. Hey, happy birthday. It's also my girl Monique's Monique loves TR. Happy birthday again to you. Yeah, glad that you quit the drinking life. Yeah, this marks 2 weeks. I'll be doing Space Girl late tonight, but this is coming up on 2 weeks of not having not boozing. So why did you say? Because he is Happy Meal. How else could I explain it? I guess that would be my simple answer. Anybody that has to put up other people's side chat on their chat tells you all you need to know. That's it. That's it, Norm. It's giving up and it's doing with that a little bit, right? Doing with that 40 days. The Fran Steer ID here. Yeah, nice to see you, Francis. They said that somebody came on and said Francis never comes around. Thank you. Francis said Francis never comes around your chats anymore. Well, welcome, Francis. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I've dried out a bit. I'm not going to shit you guys. I was knocking back. I'd be on a 4 or 6 hour hangout. I could easily knock back 6, 8, 10 beers. Nothing. Oh, month of March, sugar free is my challenge. There you go. Hey, Holly, how you doing, sweetie? So, drying out. I noticed like some of my hand neuropathy. Look at Tasha. She's like, I remember when you only drank on Fridays and Saturdays. Don't get it twisted, girl. You'll be space girling tonight. But in my, yeah, that's okay. Let me see what Janice Adams put here. Let me see here. So, in my church, we don't give up anything. We try to better ourselves in our, yeah, that's cool. Good to believe in something. I'm both, Ishmael. Both. Don't get it twisted. Okay, take care, Simon. Nice to see you. That gives you a little bit of origination as people fighting this battle of Boyd. But I find that Boyd is a much broader community in terms of who's included down here. That's good, Francis. I'm glad you have a life. Harvey, how are you doing, my friend? It's Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf, you need communication lessons. That's it, Barbarella. Well, Norm, I'm going to be honest with you. Probably when this is over, I'll be back to drinking again. But by that time, I'll be closer to the road. And of course, as you know, the opportunities for drinking on the road are far less than, you know, than being at home. Yeah, thank you, Shannon. You have to laugh off the negatives here. If there's something truly negative, I will respond to it. But like I said, if I think somebody is just their whole reason for putting up a video is to just build up their channel, then I don't play that game. So I don't do that. Do original content. Stop talking about other people. Yeah, like Teflon, Johnny Watt just slides off, right? Yeah, you're looking good, Francis. Yeah, enjoying the adult beverage. No, I don't want to drink when publicly parked at a. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that person, the straw that breaks the camel's back on Walmart, and then company policy at Walmart says, well, now people are drinking in the parking lots. Not that they aren't now, but That's right, Norm. You get pushed into talking shit about other people. Don't feed that grist mill. Hey, Kiwana. Harvey, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell, and for all notifications. It seems to work. Yeah, let's see. RV Davey said it's close to 100 today. I wish the bad trolls would mind their business. All I'm saying. Well, you know, Davey, I don't know what to tell you. You know, it seems like they got their hooks into you pretty good down there. So, but I'm not one to. I have no chiropractic solution for untwisting that knot. So. You'd always be welcome here, Sammy. Yep. Nice, Tasha. I'm sorry. Didn't intend to. The troll vending machine. I love that. I've seen a few comments that they did not reach. I don't know what to do, Crystal. It's just this problem with YouTube. It's like a spin of the wheel. Sometimes the notifications work and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't know what the solution is. Yeah, Sammy's like, I'll be there tomorrow. I enjoy your trips to Adelaide, Sammy. Into Adelaide. They're always a lot of fun. Anybody see Vinny's, what was that, sunset over Melbourne? That was really beautiful. That was beautiful. I finally got Tom the last of the golden wrenches straightened out today, so he got his deal. Hey, Gypsy. How are you, honey? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hit one channel for a bit, then go on another. Cute kitty, kisses to you. I don't know what it is, Tasha. It's. I mean, I get perfect notifications when you're live or Sammy Jax is live. I don't know. Yeah, Ambi, and I haven't. I don't know. I was tuning. RB Davey, I was watching a little bit of your hangout. You know, my best advice is try to avoid going real negative on there. You were talking about how you had a really bad day with things on the channel. So, yeah, some shit's going on. Tosh, it seems like the most simple thing in the world is to just get notifications set. So I think Sammy Jax is going to try to do some panels. She's got my phone number now. I think I'm going to try to walk her through that. Okay, Ambien. So I'm not sure, Blacktop Boondocker, but I, for one, will not miss Google Plus. It was a terrible idea to begin with. No offense, Google Corporation. But Google Plus was a terrible, terrible idea. This need to remove, or this need to duplicate Facebook, and all it became was just people posting porn and shit on there. I never go on Google Plus, but I've got these notifications. You know, someone posted this on your channel, and there won't be a strike. Who cares? You know, get rid of the Google Plus. Some people like it, some people don't. For me, it was just, I don't know. Yeah, I figured it must be chilly because I saw Elvis had his Merchant Marine vest on when he was on his State of the Steering Wheel last night. His Dayglow Merchant Marine life vest was on last night. But make no mistake about it, Google is putting more and more into these Hangouts. They're investing more into directing people towards IRL streams and all that. So yeah, malware removes. Now I'm gonna be singing blanket on the ground all damn day now. Hey, zombie girl. I don't know what the hell that jacket he was. It just reminds me of Back to the Future with Marty McFly with when he showed up in the past with his life vest. That's it, Norm. Come on down and visit the Rancho. What's for dinner? I'm probably going to be out on the road tonight on a little bit of a short road trip. So stay tuned and be surprised, Guido. Okay, take care, Davey. Biggest tennis ball I've ever seen. Hey, I bet Cassidy, you're always welcome, Norm. Fly on in. We'll pick you up at the San Francisco airport. Woo! Or fly into the Charles M. Schultz Airport here in Santa Rosa. Come on down and spend some time. Take care, Tasha. Treated like royal, like the chairman of the board is coming to town. And I'm looking forward to coming up. Oh, watch out, Sammy. No drinking. Chairman of the board, I'm coming up to Canada. It's a safety jacket. You have to wear it. I kept that one for the truck. I was just trying to be funny. Yeah, next winter in the RVs. You and me both, Norm. We're all going to be in the RVing. I'm hoping to have an RV hangout later in the week. I guess Norm, are you looking at a Class B? Yeah, this full moon's coming up. There we go. Driving down next winter for sure. Let's make plans. There we go. That's awesome. Oh, cranberry and apple. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't shown up on a parody for that cranberry apple drink. I mean, I looked at it. The seal was good. The date was good. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be up in Canada this summer. I don't think the Lisa Marie is suited for the chairman of the board. I see the chairman of the board in a 2020 Mercedes Sprinter, fully outfitted rig, living the life. Full moon, God help us, the chimping. King JJ, I'm whatever you want me to be, baby. I'm going to get a yogurt here. Yeah, I like where blacktop boondocker goes. On the blanket on the ground. I took the blanket from the bedroom. Down by the river. With the blanket on the ground. Alexa, play Beth by Kiss. No.
Okay. You can sign up anytime by saying, sign up for Amazon Music Unlimited. Here's a sample of that by Kiss on Amazon Music.
Oh, just another hour, and I'll be right home to you. I hear you calling. Beth, what can I do? Beth, what can I do? Who's Alexis that I set off? Hey, how you doing, Mel? What's going on, honey? Nice to see you today. Who the hell is Beth? And funny, that's the only that's the Kiss song that the hugest hit they ever had. Oh, I think Bergs is going to be chimping big time. Would be my guess. I'm not allowed to put his name in the title anymore, so. Rod Stewart's good too. Oh, Maggie May, I think I got something. Yeah, set mine off. There we go. I'd hang out with Blacktop Boondocker. Let's get that hot tub. You're not really officially married anyway. Oh, that's going to be cool, Cassidy. Good for you, honey. Oh, I love Rod Stewart. Can never tempt. Oh, okay, there you go. Well, I'm sure I'm going to probably get filleted if that's the case, Matt. Tires ain't cheap. Oh man, ham, taters, and beans. Been on 16 hours. Man, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds great. Yep, Shauna. Oh, well, your grandbaby girl, Gracie, 2 months old. How awesome. You don't even look old enough to have a kid, Cassidy, you know, much less a granddaughter. Like this woman in the drama community, she's like 28 years old. I'm holding my great granddaughter on my lap. I'm like, the fuck? Let's put 2 and 2 together. Oh shit. Like, really? How's that work out? Let's do the math. Let's put 2 and 2 together. I know, no, like, let's, you know, you sure? You might want to throttle back on that a little bit. That's funny as hell. Yes, Sean must have, yeah, Sean's a Burgett. I think Sean's on Berg's top 5 list of, of hated people. Vanessa, I hope you're feeling a little bit better, honey. Fear me, Bergs. I will repay. I don't know, Norm. Really harsh. I know, brother. He was really body slamming the chairman of the board there. If that means what I think it does, Chairman. Sounds like the chairman's going to make a statement to me. Hello, Lady Di. Nice to see you. Is that right, Norm? You're going to be making a statement. You're sweet, Sammy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just don't forget, guys, this is not scripted drama, but let's not get it twisted on here. You don't get to be the chairman of the board around these parts by some kind of accident, okay? Like Elvis said, the preordained, the chairman of the board. I know, Joe King, I suffered yesterday, but now I've given him his wish. His name is not in the title of the hangout, so. Mid, you write it every night. Get in that back room with Joe King. Joe King is our script advisor from the troll. He's the troll representative. You know, Rosie, this ain't really working. You know, you're gonna have to throttle back on that. You need to bring somebody in. No, Joe King's like, it all sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Georgie the dog, that's it. Yeah, we have to put out the Dory, we're going to put you in charge of the going to give you publication rights for the Cliff Notes. I'm gonna take Joe King to lunch down at the Riverside down in San Antonio, huh? I'm gonna pay Joe King's taxes. Why don't we do this just to close out? Check you out, you minx. There we go. That's it, Jamie. You want a little breastfeeding, honey? Let's send Harvey a link here. I want to get caught up with Harvey for a couple minutes. I haven't really seen him. Let's get caught up with Harvey and all of his drama. Grab this link, Harvey, if you can. Yep, Joe King has oil money. He's one of those Texas cattle barons too. He was at the Alamo. San Antone. Joe King's living large. Norm, what kind of rig are you looking at buying?
Rosie.
Harvey, what's going on?
Oh, well, let me just turn the TV down 1 second. Right. I've just gone onto the PC because the phone is useless, as you know.
Yeah, useless is tits on a bull, as we say, Harvey. Right?
You can say that again. It certainly is. Yeah, bloody useless phone. Do not buy an Alcatel phone, people. It's shit.
I don't even think they sell Alcatel phones anymore over here.
Really?
That used to be. I mean, I don't know. Did Alcatel merge with Lucent Technologies, which used to be AT&T's manufacturing arm?
Could be. Could be. It's a possibility. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, what's that on my electricals here? Or
Barbarella said, "What happened to the Super RV that Mr. X bought? I think he's going to sell it to me." So.
You're not going to believe this. I can actually hear noise under the floorboards again right now, this minute. I don't know what.
Do you have access? Obviously, you have access under there, right?
Yeah, well, what I've got to get rid of, I've got a huge Italian table, 6 chairs around it, which I never ever use. So I'm going to clear it completely, and that's going to my mum. She's going to have it. And then the carpet needs to be literally cut away with a Stanley knife.
Wow.
And then peeled back, and then get access to the floorboards and find out what's going on with the wiring under there. Because if I put the fuse back, what happens is I get a surge, a power surge. It's like a short in the cabling underneath somewhere. And I've got a meter that detects the amount of current's been consumed. So as soon as I put the fuse in, you get this high current drain, if you see what I mean. So there is a short underneath there somewhere.
Yeah, be careful you don't burn your flat down, Harvey.
Well, that's why I took the fuse out. See, what I've done, when I found out there's a huge current drain,
yeah,
I actually took the fuse out, and I've got it all bypassed from a good area of the house where it's all working fine on a different ring main circuit. So I've got it, everything's fed from there at the moment. So I've got leads running all over the place. It looks like Nikola Tesla's place, lad. Nightmare. It's a bloody nightmare, Rosie. Honest.
You remember that year Princess died, and the Queen came on and gave her New Year address, her Anna's, what did she call it? Animus Horribilis. You know?
Animus Horribilis. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's yours, Harvey. You had your Animus Horribilis. Yep.
Correct. That's my year. Yeah, it's crap. What a start to the new year. What was it? Was it meant to be Peace on the Boit in 2019?
Isn't that, who in the hell had that? Who in the hell was laughing about that? They had a hangout. Oh, it was Vinny. I was catching Vinny like yesterday morning, and Vinny's like, in 2019 was going to be the year of peace on YouTube.
Oh, God, yeah.
How's it working out for you? I know. Hey, the Lance truck campers are nice, Norm. Just be careful stepping out, brother.
Oh, God, right. So I'm just going to the SideChat.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, so on top of that, I told you, didn't I? My water main went. The actual water pipe burst. So there's water all underneath the house as well. Still drying off. Maybe that's partly to do with the cause of the trouble. I really don't know yet until I investigate. And then obviously, what happened a few days ago? My mum was burgled. £1,000 in cash gone, jewellery, and they turned the place upside down. So it's been one thing on top of another, Rosie.
Yeah, they said Richard Andari said Harvey's just doom and gloom, rats, everything over there. Does he have a GoFundMe yet?
I actually set a PayPal one up. Actually, so I've got it scattered around on my few of my videos. PayPal me thing to help me out. You know what? I'm not joking. People think because you live in London, you must have plenty of money. Rosie, listen to this. I mean, let me say this is the truth here. All right, I wouldn't lie to you. All right, to run a house in London, it's bloody expensive, and I'm surviving on a pittance every single week to run this place. I mean, I've got to sell the house and free some money from this house. That's the only way I'm going to free any money. At the moment, I'm struggling, seriously. Yeah. And when something goes wrong, I'm in shit street. As soon as something major happens, I'm completely screwed. It's just been a nightmare. I feel more sorry for my mum, really. You know, I'm even putting my house on the side burner. I'm just worried about her health at the moment because she's suffering. She's frightened to go out the house in case she comes back and there's people there. And
London is a hit from a tourist perspective. it's a hideously expensive place to visit. And also, if you live there, it's extremely expensive because London's very old. The construction in
exactly. This house is over 100 years old, though, Rosa, you know. And as you saw from one of my videos on the electric pipes, you can see there's just earth underneath, dirty old plain earth.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have the same thing here, but I'm lifted off on, there's piers.
Yeah.
There's piers throughout underneath. I mean, I have plenty of videos crawling under here showing, putting extra support for the wall of sound, jack stands under there and all that. But,
yeah.
You can't own guns in London. So
no guns, I'm afraid. No guns, no switchblades, no CS gas sprays, no defense sprays. In fact, nothing. No swords, nothing.
Yeah. Caitlyn Jenner says, why don't you live with your mom?
The house is too small. The only way around that one is for her to sell her house. I sell my house and then buy one big house out of London with like a granny annex or something like that. That's the only way around it.
Yeah, Tasha said to get yourself a Class B camper van, Harvey. There you go.
Pay your taxes. You're a king. $5, $10, $15.
And let me tell each and every one of you out there, I'm so much better than you.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they can be a money pit. It's just I'm concerned because Harvey's health has been so problematic through this.
Exactly. Since Christmas. Yeah.
And I think it's got something to do with the moisture underneath of the house and just the dampness and all that. So
that's right. It's I mean, I've had a cough, all right. I've had it checked out. I had a chest infection. And the cough went to my chest, obviously, and antibiotics have cleared that. But I think it's mainly to do to the actual dampness of the house, because there's a lot of damp in this place, you know, and that can bring a constant cough.
Yeah, thank you, Tasha, for popping back on. Yeah, I'll probably get Harvey because I haven't had a chance. He's, of course, one of the golden wrenches here on my chat, but he's been, you know, he's got real life going on too. But it was good to catch up with. It's just been one thing after another. Norm said, Harvey, best of luck with your plans.
Yeah. Oh, I see you there. I've got a side chat open here. Yeah. Thanks, Norm. What's that? Sell the BMW and get the electrical fixed. Well, the BMW is older than 2006, so it's not. Even though the car is immaculate, it runs like a dream. It's a 6-cylinder inline engine. You can't even hear the engine when it's idling. But you know, you won't get much money for that because it's an old car now, you see. But that's not, I don't know. In 2021, if I don't move out of London, they're expanding the congestion zone. And any vehicles older than 2006 will be void in London. It won't be allowed unless you pay £20 a day. I'm talking about $30 just to go around the corner every time you use it.
Wow.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Man.
I'm sick of London. Sick and tired of it.
Do they still have a TV tax, Harvey, on...
Yeah, you're still going to pay a TV license to watch TV. Can you believe it, eh? We just get ripped off in this country, you know, and especially...
Well, Harvey, it's a good thing you're on the Boyd. You know what I mean?
You're right there.
You don't have to pay. Yeah, Norm F. said, thank the Queen for
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. As he says with complete sarcasm.
Yeah, Barbarella says Sweden is the same. They just seem to have a million ways to get in your pocket. But I think people assume, Harvey, because, you know, you were on Her Majesty's service for a career and that you're born to the purple out there, and everybody that lives in London is, you know, like James Bond living the life. You know what I'm saying?
You got to be kidding. Did you know that license to kill doesn't even exist with MI5? Did you know that, or MI6?
Yeah,
doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. There's no license to kill. There's no agents on who works for MI6 allowed to kill anyone without.
It made for great movies, though, Harvey. You know.
Oh yeah, it does. Of course, yeah. But there's no license to kill. It doesn't exist.
England seems to impose. I mean, here in the U.S., we generally look. The taxes are pretty much. You have a federal tax, income tax. You have a state income tax, if you have it, like Nevada does and California does. You have property taxes. Some states will put a school tax on top of that, like the state of Pennsylvania has a school tax. But then you'll have, like, if you're paying gasoline, it's included in the price of a gallon. So you don't see that thing. Other than that, and a personal property tax that some states put on, that's about the extent of it. But when you think about like a TV tax, and it just seems to be that British tradition, you know, why they had the Boston Tea Party and protest the tea tax. It just seems like there's such penny ante taxes that are popped on, like the expansion of this congestion zone.
It's ridiculous. It really is, Rosie, because you know, the thing is, what they got to realize is that you know, not everybody is in the position to go out and buy a brand new car. What's that noise? There's a noise coming from somewhere. Is that feedback? Where is it coming from?
Might be the rats on the wire again.
No, it's not. Let's see if I check my phone. No, it's nothing to do with me. No, okay. No, you know what the government don't realize? They don't realize that everyone can just go out and just buy a newer car. It's not as easy as that. Some people have to pay bills. I mean, the energy charges in this country is ridiculous. The gas, electric, it's crazy. You ask anybody who lives in this country how easy it is to pay electric bills and gas bills. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, how you doing, Jan? I didn't really talk too much about the RV thing. Maybe Mr. X will sell me the RV. Who the hell knows? We'll see. You know, coming up. But I'm definitely getting a B. So it's going to definitely be sometime in the near future. Yeah, they got the national grid and all that, right, Harvey? The bills for
yeah, it's a nightmare. I mean, it's really, you know, the thing is about this TV license. Did you know that we're the only country in the world, the UK, who actually pays a TV license? And it's only down to the BBC, because the BBC want their money and they don't want to advertise. If they start advertising, there would be no need to pay a TV license. Just ridiculous. The government, you know, I think I'm with Tasha there. I hate the government.
Yeah. Did you see Tasha said just don't pay your tax.
Yeah. Don't pay your taxes.
Yeah. I never see those anti-tax things end well. You know what I mean, Harvey? They never seem to end well for the person that doesn't pay. So
yeah, I know. You get banged up in prison here if you don't pay your taxes. That's for sure.
Can you really like stickers? Can you really be thrown in jail for not paying your bills?
You get thrown in prison. You know that even if you don't pay the TV license in this country, they'll take you to court, and if you don't pay, if you carry on and insist of not paying at all, they can put you in prison. Seriously, not kidding.
Yeah. What if you legitimately just can't? You know, you're not saying I don't want to pay it. You're saying I don't have the means to pay it. I guess, do they work out a payment plan with you? I mean, I can't imagine just cut
possibly,
people off.
Yeah, possibly. They probably try to sort something out first. But if you continue and you keep, resisting to pay whatever, then the bailiffs will come in and they'll take away possessions to the amount of money owed, etc., or whatever. They get a high court order, but that's just Barbarella saying the same in Sweden. I don't doubt that.
Gypsy says I pay £5 a week. It's interesting. How you doing, Andrea? Yeah, be happy you had the money to pay them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. TV license, absolute ridiculous. I don't know.
When are you getting your electrics done, Harvey?
Well, as soon as this table's going, I mean, I'm really busy for the next 2 weeks because the guy who's meant to pick up the table, he was meant to pick it up today. I spent all morning trying to clear. There's a load of old radios on it and stuff like that. There's a nice 1947 radio I've got to fix up. It's working, but a few caps need changing. So he was meant to come, but he's in this country. That's another thing. We need to do something called an MOT test. A car needs to be checked by an official garage every year, right? And that costs about £50. That's about $70 every single year. Your car needs to be checked, and if it fails, it's not allowed to go on the road. and the guy who was meant to pick up the table, his van has failed, so I've got to wait for that to be repaired. Oh, Jesus.
Well,
Yeah.
Harvey, it sounds like the decline of civilization, man. That's what the hell it sounds like.
Oh, Jesus. I'm not kidding.
Your heart, Missy Jenn's heart rate is a little low, but 59. I mean, she was down in the 39 range, Andrea. So,
Wow.
you know, I wouldn't be concerned with 60 on that. But let's see. Sean said, "Do what I do, Harvey. Just hire a car." Woo!
Yeah, need a van. It's a big table, so that's going to clear a lot of room. And then the thing is, when I go on the internet, I can go back on my main desktop machine instead of sitting here on a sofa on my laptop. It's crazy. It's giving me a bad back. It's not good.
He said, "I love charging things and not paying for them." Nice. It's fun. Yeah, that's it.
Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, so it's just been one thing after another, and I think the cherry on the cake was my mum being broken into, turning her place upside down. It's not nice for a 87-year-old woman, you know, coming home and seeing her place turned upside down. And she literally took out £1,000 in cash a day before because she's very old-fashioned. She doesn't use a card to pay bills. She uses cash over the counter. You see, so. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's not good. I wish I could get my hands on those guys, whoever it was, for half an hour. Just half an hour, that's all I need.
Did they catch them or any trace of them, Harvey?
No, they were wearing gloves. The police forensics came the day after and they fingerprinted the place, the glass, whatever, but they said, no, there's no prints. So.
Yeah, good thing she wasn't.
It's not good. They actually broke into a house 2 doors away, so 2 people were burgled, and they're trying to break into my mum's neighbour's house, but the windows and doors were more secure, so they couldn't get in. They're all double glazed, you know. So there was 3 houses they tried to break. Well, 2 houses they actually broke into, and one of them they couldn't get in.
Man, oh man, good thing she wasn't home.
Well, this is it. You know, the thing is, if she had arrived, say, half an hour early, and she walked up the stairs, and they were upstairs ransacking her bedroom, they would have just pushed past her, knocked her down the stairs, and she could be dead now. So exactly. I've got to look at the good side of things, really.
Let's see. Cassidy says, like Uber said, there's always a rainbow after the storm. Or Cassidy, there's always another storm after that. after that. How you doing, Nathan? There we go. That's it.
Oh dear. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So and as I said, at least I got the water pipe done. That wasn't cheap. Plumbers are not cheap in this country. So the next thing is the electrics, and that, in fact, that's a bit of a wake-up call, to be honest, because that'll give me an opportunity to clear up the house a bit and get rid of crap I don't need. Because there's a lot of crap here I don't really need anymore. So. Got a load of Apple computers. I've got a load of Apple. What are they now? These desktop machines. Well, you know, they're pretty useless now, so they can all go. Yeah,
good, great. Tasha can fix any credit score. Woo! There we go. Hey, Eric, plumbers aren't cheap anywhere. It's one to try to do your own work if you can on plumbing. Plumbers never killed anybody. Electricians, I did all my own electrical. I wouldn't recommend the average person to do electrical, but you know.
Oh, hey Rosie, then you can come over. Then you can do mine.
Hardly, if I was there, the electrics would have been done, my friend. I would have already strung that. I would have gotten some of that armored cable for underneath of the.
Yeah.
I would also put up some plastic on that underneath of that. Some barrier between the ground and the house up above, you know, so you don't have that moisture intrusion.
Yeah, you know, you're right. Mind you, I'll tell you what, there are air vents at the end of the house. There's all different air vents, you know, so there is air that comes in. You know, you got to have the air vents. You can't block up the air vents because the house will get really damp. Exactly. I'll have to check the actual humidity of the house one day. Get the humidity checker.
Yeah. Hey, Colleen, how you doing, sweetie?
Yeah, or just buy a dehumidifier. Buy one of those, might be a good investment.
Hey, Debbie, how you doing? Sid's Angel, Ms. Cooper in the house. Nice to see you, Deb.
Hi, Jen.
Yeah, you got to armor that. You got to, when you have rats the size of Volkswagen bugs down underneath, you need to have armored. It should just be required by code to put in armor down there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michelle. I'll be doing a special chooch today. I'm going to be on the road down in a cute town I've hung out with in before. It's going to rain tomorrow, so I'm going to get my last licks in on a little thing and grab something to eat down there. Harvey, take over for a minute, would you? Want to get something?
Yeah, sure. Okie dokie. Right. So my recommendation is do not buy a house in London. No, do not buy an old house in London. Buy a new house. It's not recommended to buy an old house because, as I say, most of the Victorian houses are over 100 years old now, and they all suffer from rodent problems. Not kidding. Not very good at all. Yeah. I've been here 25 years in this house, and it's been an ongoing problem. I'm not kidding. I was even saying to Rosie a while ago, even Buckingham Palace, they got their own in-house pest controllers. They got their own office there. Can you believe? This is true. You'd love to live here, Lady Di. Really? Let's do a house swap. Let me see if I've subbed to you, by the way. I don't. Let's have a look. Let me sub to you. Let's have a look. I might as well ask for some subs now, eh? What do you reckon? If anyone hasn't subbed to me, if you'd like to sub to me, there'll be a lot of good content coming very soon. Now the weather's getting better. I'll be going to museums all over London, doing videos of Science Museum, London Bridge, Tower Bridge. So if you're interested in all that, right? I'm trying to click on your name here. Here we go. Right, I'm going to sub to you now, Lady Di. There we go. Done. Hi, Colleen. How you doing? Aloha. Hello, Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. No, that reminds. Every time I see you, Colleen, it reminds me of the Elvis concert he did in Hawaii in 1973. Yeah, it's a great concert. That.
Be on the beach in Hawaii.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Hawaii. Wow. Can you get Furradan? Furradan. What is Furradan, Johnny? All right. That's all right, Gypsy. No worries about it. Hang on. Let me. I think I've already subbed you actually. Thinking about it. Let me check. Right. I have subbed to you. Don't worry. You might come up with some content later on. We've got 157 subscribers. That's okay. Pretty good. What is my site name? Let me just put a message here. Hang on. I just put a little XO. There we go. RV De Niro Staples. There we go. Oh. Right. Have you got that, Joe? Let's see if I've subbed you up there, Joe. Let me check. Yep, I'm already subbed to you, Joe Smith. That's done. Right. I should have that now. What's that? Bergs was so upset from last night. His mummy took him to Chuck E. Cheese's. What's Chuck E. Cheese's?
Chuck E. Cheese is like a pizza place for kids with games and we got like a stage show with animated like animals, bears and stuff that puts on a show.
All right. What's that you got there, Rosie? Is that sweet corn?
Yeah, this is my lunch today.
That's what I like. Funny enough, that's what I like to eat. Sweet corn out of the tin. I like the Green Giant brand. Green Giant.
That's my style, baby. Right out of that can. Lunch style.
That's what I do. It's very good for you, corn. Sweet corn. Can't go wrong.
Live close to the ground. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's right. Remember the old advert? Ho, 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 green giant. Green giant.
The giant, ho, 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 green giant.
Green giants. Yeah. Hi, Nathan. How you doing? Whoa. All the names are going up there. I'm missing everybody.
Sweet corn. Ufta, how you doing, sweetie? I'm pretty sure this isn't on Ufta's menu today.
Hi,
How are those tax returns coming along, Ufta? Corn for the cornhole, baby. That's it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I do. Open up a tin and green giant. Yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely, Jen. I like it because it's sweet. I like sweet corn.
Honestly, you just need to say this is all you have to eat, and then that's what I'm saying, Jen. What a perfect e-bagging moment, huh?
Butter as well, Sean C. Yeah. Good idea.
You melt butter on. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, I'm eating. It's my lunch today. That was great value, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, our stickers there. Hi, stickers.
This is Walmart. That's it.
Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, I need to stock up. Get some more. I've run out.
There you go. Oda made like that. Vandy Cam's pork and beans.
Oh yeah. Hi Oda, how you doing? I didn't see you there earlier.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get some. Yeah, it looks nothing like when we go out to dinner. It's a pretty rare thing. If I'm doing like a stream tonight, I'll do a stream. I'm gonna do a Space Girl much later tonight though. But I'm gonna do a stream. I'll get something simple tonight.
I'll try to wake up early in the morning so I can catch the end part of your stream then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Norm says beans and franks are cheap. Yeah, depending on the franks, it can be pretty good. Here we got bar S. That can be pretty bad.
Yeah, chew up well, sweet. Yeah.
Let's see. Colleen says, I sure do miss having a garden. Hey, Deb.
Oh dear, oh dear. I can't wait for the summer. I can go out in my garden and do a few streams from my garden. It's only a small garden, but you know, it's okay. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out a lot. I'm not staying in the house. I'm going to get out as much as I can, go to some museum, get a bus, ride over London Bridge, do a few streams. Well, I can't do live streams because I haven't got unlimited data, Rosie, but I can do videos of, like, say, Houses of Parliament, Tower of London, places like that, Science Museum. So I'll be doing a lot of that.
Harvey, my best advice is forget that shit, man. Go down with the action. Forget the House of Parliament, okay? People with What's Up stickers, people want to see ass-kicking hoods, man. That's what people want to see. You were on the Queen's service. You can handle yourself.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about that. That's why I wish those guys who burgled my mum, I want them to come here. Please come into my house because they won't leave alive. I guarantee you that. I shouldn't say that on everyone here.
So I want to say, let's all press 69 if you want to see Harvey walk the hood down there. With that big 69, baby. Let's see Harvey in the hood. 69, there you go. The king, the chairman of the board, Norm F. has spoken.
Whoa, there we go. Yeah, quite a few there.
Yeah, they want to see you out there keeping it real, brother. That's it.
Oh, yeah. You know what I might do? I might actually go to where Jack the Ripper killed all his victims around Whitechapel.
Yeah,
that would make an interesting view, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Who wants to see where Jack the Ripper killed all his victims?
Oh, Dory Lynn said, I think I would like Harvey's idea better. Jolly Walkabout in Jolly England. That's what I need stickers to do. Take the walk through hell over there, wherever the hell he is. What's up, Smooth? Wants to go to a museum. Really, Smooth? Oh.
You see that email I sent you, Rosie? That house outside London. You see how lovely that house is.
I did. That was really nice. Really
unbelievable, modern.
Brown. How you doing, honey? Yeah, smooth. Operators are standing by anytime you want to call about that road trek, baby. My phone is always open. You got the express line in.
Yeah, see, this is why I've got to move out of London. See, there's no reason for me to be in London anymore. Maybe years ago, when I was working in the city of London, but there's just no need anymore. So it's pointless me being here.
Hey, Lindsay. Oh, okay. Great Yarmouth, East Coast, Golden Mile. There we go.
Yeah, I've been there. I should go with a girl in Great Yarmouth, funny enough. There's a funny tower there, some sort of tower with a spiral around it. I can't remember what it's called, but there's some sort of tower, isn't there? Oh, is it Great Yarmouth? No. Sorry, I'm thinking of Portsmouth. Sorry, forget that.
Care of it. Jan is damn right.
No, I'm thinking of Portsmouth. Got it wrong. Oh, yeah.
Your family's not in London then, Harvey? Your family's not in London?
No. Yarmouth, cheap, like the locals. I wonder if you still do trips in Buckingham Palace. You used to be able to go into Buckingham Palace at one stage. I wonder.
They give you tours in there?
They used to. I don't know if they still do it anymore, Rosie, but that would make a good stream, wouldn't it?
I think some fucking hood rats broke loose and ran all through the fucking palace, opening doors in front, trying to find the Queen was at Windsor Castle, but they're running amok inside of Buckingham Palace.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, what about that guy years ago? What was his name there? It was an Irishman, and he broke into the palace. And he was actually in the Queen's bedroom. He was sitting at the end of the Queen's bed. Can you believe? What was his name? I can't remember his name. Some Irishman.
That's right. That's like something I would do. Go in the back door of the wrong place, and all of a sudden I'm in the Queen's bedroom. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah. Hello. What are you doing here? Did you know this is the Queen's bedroom?
What? Queen of England, you dope. Hello, Queen. Nice to meet you. Huh?
Oh, Jesus.
Sure.
So funny. Oh, God. What was this? Oh, yeah. I can't remember his name. Fagin. I think his name was something Fagin.
Oh, thank you, Norm, to fill the pantry. There we go, Norm. They're chairman of the board. Thank you, chairman. Woo! Norm. Thank you, Norm. Thank you very much, my friend.
Woo. A big woo.
I didn't even have to call Norm any names or anything. Treat him, be mean to him. Thank you, Norm.
Oh dear, oh dear. I'll tell you what I did do, Rosie, about the electricals. I've got 2 extension leads. All right, obviously the power's not working in that circuit. And I plugged in the extension lead into one socket. I plugged an extension lead into the other socket that's not working. And I checked the continuity with a meter, test meter, to see if there's continuity between the entire cabling going from one socket to the other. And there is on one line, but I've got to check the other side. So that's one way to avoid ripping up all the floorboards and carpet. Check the continuity first between one socket to the other.
Yeah, but still, don't you think that stuff should be armor cabled down there? If it's
Yeah, I think you're right, actually, Rosie. Yeah, that might be a good idea to actually just take everything up and put it into steel tubes. Yeah.
That's it.
And hopefully when they chew through that one, I'll be gone from here.
Stickers, what does that mean, rebooting the house? You mean like having the house rewired? Stickers? What do you mean by rebooting? I'm curious.
I think it just means turning all the power off. I think it means switching everything off, the entire power from the fuse box. I've already done all that. I've tried all that already. Checked all the main fuses. Now I've done all that.
So you're still not breaker. Do they use breakers? Or is everything still fused over there, Harvey?
Well, they should have RCDs. I haven't bothered putting a residual current device in my house, but most houses have got RCDs. So when they go, they just trip, and then you press the button down again. But I've got old fuses in my place. As I said,
I'm going to send Oda May over to reboot your place over there, Harvey.
I'm sure she will. I'm sure she would. Well, one fuse went, the 30 amp fuse. That's the ring main circuit. So I changed the fuse. But as I said, when I plugged the fuse back in, it's showing a really high current drain. So I reckon some of the wires are arcing together. Or there's a short. No, it wouldn't be a direct short. If there was a direct short, the fuse would blow again. So there's some sort of short somewhere, or it's arcing. I reckon there's a small arc in the wiring. It's been bitten through, and the live and neutral, they're barely touching. That's what I reckon. Yeah,
rats chewing. Hey, hippie, how you doing, honey? Rats chewing on the wires. I would armor all that crap underground.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, how far is Yarmouth from you?
It's quite a way, actually. It's quite a long distance, Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, sticker said unplug your vibrator.
It's stuck on high, maybe. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Vibrator.
Everything's 240 on the over there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've unplugged everything completely. What I did actually, unplugged every device from every socket, and I reinserted the fuse, but it's showing high current drain. Get a cat. Yeah, you know what? I'm allergic to long pet hairs for some reason. I don't know what it is about cats. Dogs I'm okay. It's cats. I'm allergic to cats. I don't know what it is. I'm allergic to pussy, Rosie. Pussies, I mean, plural.
I feel sorry for you. I mean, what would my life be without that? Woo! There we go.
No, the meow variety. The ones that go meow, meow.
Harvey, is Harvey really a mouser? Is he really a mouser? They have rat terriers that are mousers over in the UK.
Yeah.
You see them on farms.
Oh, you know what? We need the Pied Piper.
Yeah, I got to get Harvey the hell out of here. I got to get Harvey to California.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Absolutely. Go down the gun range, fire a few guns. I haven't fired guns for years.
Yeah, fire guns. Yes.
Yeah.
Use for my we put down. We had big rat problem here.
Really.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years since we solved that rat problem. Just put some poison baits down. I think it took out the whole neighborhood, the whole rat colony here.
Oh my God. Why did God ever invent rats? Oh. Just don't understand it. No, I don't know.
Your Dalmatian was a great. You couldn't sleep with rats, man. They were all over the place here.
Jesus. So, what was the first step then, Rosie, in eradicating all the rats?
There's this thing called Tomcat. They were these green poison baits. You know, they come in blocks like 3 inches long by about 1 inch square on the ends, and you put that out.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
it was mass genocide stickers. I put that shit out. I put 3 of them out the first night in a pile, and I came out the next morning. It was like, what the fuck? Where are they? You know,
Oh my God.
They must have had a rat fiesta that night and chomped down. And I put some around the corners of the place. Jen used to throw like dog food out and stuff like that for feeding birds. She doesn't do that anymore, but I think that's kind of what, like bird seed. We had a bird feeder, and that's what attracted them all in.
Oh, yeah.
And after 2 more times of putting down stuff, Harvey, we didn't see any more. You know, I haven't seen one in a while. When I got in the hood, I see a lot of them.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
But I grew up with them, so it's not that, it's not that big deal.
Nah. what's that? Mongoose from here. Maybe I need to buy a snake. What do you reckon? Buy a snake and put the snake under the floorboards. That would get rid of all the rats.
Next thing you know, Harvey, you'll have a poisonous colony of snakes on like snakes on a plane, you know, down there. Like that.
Oh, Jesus. No, I just got to get out of this place. But you know what? As I say, they're not always here. They come in, I don't know, various stages or the months, whatever. And then you don't hear nothing at all for months and months, probably 6 months. And then all of a sudden you hear another one that comes in.
Yeah.
So I reckon what they're doing, they're following the water piping from the outside, because I had some professional pest controllers here, and they had these little units, and they had a built-in camera and an SD card, memory card. And when a rat approached it, the lights came on and filmed the actual rat. And the pest controllers were really surprised. They said, "Well, that's weird. They're coming in from the front, not from the back of the house." So I reckon they're just following the water piping. So what I need to do is find something hard, probably barbed wire, get a load of barbed wire, razor wire, and stick it all around the lead piping coming in where the water comes in.
You know what, Harvey?
Yeah.
There's stuff called wire cloth that you can
Right.
in tin snips.
Yeah.
You just fit that nice and snug and point up some of the ends that you cut so they're facing outward like spikes from the to the outside, wrapped on the pipe. Ain't no rat or anything gonna get past them to get in.
Yeah, I think that's what it needs. I'm sure, because what they do, I mean, they can't see very well, apparently, rodents. So what they do, they actually follow walls and stuff like that. They stay alongside walls and pipework.
Well, one time Jen and I, before Jen moved here, I did a lot of heavy moonshining and stuff.
Yeah.
Paid the bills, and it was good extra money. I came home from a trip, and we'd have 50-pound bags of grains and things around. I came back from.
Oh, wow.
I went out in the shine shack, man. I flipped the light on. There was rats there was like 100 rats.
Shit.
And I just walked into the middle of that. I just turned and looked every direction. This is before I had drywall up and stuff, so there was all like raw walls and ceiling, and they're going across the ceiling beams. And
oh my God!
I thought that they would scatter when I went in, and I just stood in the middle, and they're just standing there, just chomping away, just watching like they're on vacation.
Oh my God!
There had to be 100 of them. I just closed the door, and I just came inside, and I went to sleep, and I dealt with that the next damn day. I mean, that was really. There was a big rat colony under the corner of the shine shack, so I dropped some poison down there, and that took care of that. So, but we haven't had anything since.
Thank God for that.
I don't know. I grew up in Baltimore City. I mean, it's just rats were like pets running around everywhere as people's places. So, but it was wild. Yeah, gasoline and a match just finished the job. It sounds like the X family.
Machine gun thing. Yeah. Oh,
if Jen was here, she would have loaded up. She would have loaded up the Glock and been in there firing away. And
that's it. Oh my God.
It is what it is. Anyway, guys, it's getting on. Yield the floor. It's 1 o'clock. I've been on for a couple of hours here, so I'm gonna roll out of here. I'll see you this afternoon. I'm gonna do a street stream. Not here in town, another place, and I'll see you SpaceXing for those of you who are around tonight. So, Harvey, I hope everything works out for you, my friend. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Rosie. I just said to Cassidy there, yeah, funny enough, I've got peppermint oil. I've actually opened the floorboards and put some peppermint oil down. Yeah, they don't like it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I've got that. I'm running out, actually. I better buy some more. God. Oh, you know what? I need arsenic. That's what I need, arsenic.
Yeah. All right, Dory Lynn. Good to see you. Good to see you, everybody. Thanks a lot for being along, Hippie.
See you all.
Vicky, my girl. Love you guys. Take care.
Yeah. Love you all.